So, what is your name?
Jason.
Middle name?
No.
What do you do?
Wait, are we recording it? Can we swear? Oh, it gets edited, right? Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't. Oh, stay there. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm a criminal lawyer.
And what else do you do?
I am a tribunal member.
So, like, is that part of some sort of membership? Like, what's that?
Yeah, so the Mental Health Review Tribunal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I sit there as a presiding legal member.
Okay. Can you speak that in lay terms? What do you do as a member?
So my job there is I preside over hearings. So I'm the person responsible for the running of a hearing and ensuring that it's fair. And we decide whether people get subject to treatment in the community via a community treatment order or whether they get detained in hospital as an involuntary patient, whether they get a course of electroconvulsive therapy and things like that.
So they get electrocuted.
Not so much in that as clinical terms for it, but they get electrical pulses sent through their body as a form of treatment.
All I hear is they get electrocuted.
Yeah. So I decide applications.
So you decide who gets electrocuted.
Based on medical material, yes.
So this is almost capital punishment.
No, it's not a punishment. It's some people are treatment resistant, so meaning that they're resistant to pharmacological drugs that can't treat their mental health illnesses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, but that's not what I'm interested in today. I'm more interested in the criminal side of things.
The criminal side of things.
So before what did you do before that, actually?
What do you mean, the tribunal?
Before tribunal, yeah.
So before that, I'm a criminal lawyer. That's how I started my career.
Yep.
As a criminal lawyer. So I started off as a defence lawyer, and then I was a prosecutor, the New South Wales Director of Public Prosecutions,
Damn.
for a long time.
What's the most petty thing you have to prosecute, and what's the most serious thing you have to prosecute?
The most petty thing I had to prosecute was a person not wearing a seatbelt while driving.
They contested it.
They contested it because they didn't want the conviction or the fine.
But there's a photo of them showing that they...
Well, the police had stopped them and they weren't wearing a seatbelt, so the evidence was pretty strong at that point.
Isn't it that hard to just go like that, right? Like, it's not that hard.
Well, there's a reason for it, yes. And yes, it's not that hard, but some people don't like it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the most petty.
That's
What's the most serious?
Murder.
Murder. You prosecuted.
Prosecuting
murder.
murders, yes.
Did you have to see the photos and...
The photos, I went to the morgue. I saw a whole heap in terms of the proof of evidence.
Got it.
All the gory things.
Cheers to the deceased. I hope you brought him justice.
Huh?
I hope you brought him justice.
Yeah, I'm sure we did. It was a long time ago.
Anyway,
Yeah.
do you have any particular rituals you do before you go to trial?
Coffee, lots of it.
Lots of coffee in the morning? Like, how long before? Like, is it all the way until you get to the courthouse? Or
As soon as I get up. No, when you start the trial, well, it depends. As a prosecutor or a defence lawyer?
prosecutor? That's harder.
As a prosecutor, you're at that stage, you're running on a lack of sleep because the prosecutor has to prepare the trial ready. So we bring the case.
Yeah.
And so...
So how many coffees and how many coffees did you take?
Probably no sleep the night before.
No sleep.
No sleep the night before. Generally, or very minimal.
Because you're preparing or because you're
preparing
nervous?
because you're going to have a jury impaneled and then you have to open and tell them what the case is about, and sometimes you might have to start off with your first or second witness depending on what the case is. So it's almost like a theatre production and you're the director.
So it's all the preparation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of coffee in the morning just to kind of get you ready again.
A lot of coffee.
What about throughout the day? Would you still have to kind of have your pick-me-ups every...
Yeah. So there's a court, usually there's a break about 11:30. You get a 15-minute or a half an hour break. That's your top up for coffee, and then 1 o'clock you get a 1 hour lunch break. But as criminal lawyers, we generally work through our breaks. I think that's a common thing. Yeah.
So what about in terms of a comparison to what you have to do now? So you're no longer with the Crown.
I'm no longer with the Crown.
You started your own
Yeah.
criminal defence firm.
Yeah.
How do you find it now in comparison?
Oh, well, look, it's a lot easier to defend a case than prosecute one.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is
Because
that?
when you prosecute a case, you have to prove a case beyond reasonable doubt. So you really have to ensure that the evidence that you have can meet that threshold, because it's a high threshold. If there's ever any doubt, the person gets acquitted.
And how does that differentiate with the defense?
The defence is to ensure that acquittal,
Yeah.
or to put a hole in the prosecution's case so big that they can't close it. In criminal cases, the prosecutor has to obviously run the case to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. The defence job is to place doubt. So if there's a different hypothesis consistent with innocence, and that can't be excluded by the Crown, then the case fails. And so they must be acquitted. And so the jury has to accept, or the tribunal of fact, can be a magistrate or a judge, a lone trial, that what the Crown is saying is the only available inference based on the evidence.
You sound too coherent. Can you have a drink, please?
Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay. I'll point out something. This
Yeah.
guy doesn't normally wear glasses. Just for the cameras, he's decided to wear
No,
glasses.
I wear glasses.
No, you don't.
Okay? No.
I've known you for 25 years, and this is the first time I've seen you wear
No,
glasses.
I do. It wasn't, I take them off. It wasn't until last year that I got diagnosed with
Bipolar.
bipolar. No, it's, what's that, bimacular vision? What's that, binocular vision? What was it?
I don't know.
Bi something vision. I've got that and astigmatism. I know.
So still, my point
That's how
still
hard I
stands
fight.
that you did not wear glasses before until today.
I didn't. It looks so good on you, so I decided, well, I'll do it. It's making it look smarter? No, probably not.
Oh, this guy. From teasing each other to like compliments now. Not used to it. Not used to it at all.
Not when we're in the courtroom.
We'll never be in the same courtroom.
You never know. I could see you as an accused.
Who said I'll use you to defend me?
Fine, co-accused. He did it.
All right. Fair enough. But he told me to do it. Since starting your firm, criminal defense, what cases have you picked up? That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I've picked up large drug scale supply.
Large drug.
Scale supply. So it's...
Wait, so is this from legal aid or is this from?
No, it's private. So, yeah. So it's... Yeah.
How did they get your contact?
Huh?
How did they get your contact? Did
I don't
you
know.
buy from them? That's why they have
No.
your number.
No, but if you're a criminal, you should have my number. But it's...
But is
yeah,
that
you say it's
04,
such a bad
04?
thing. Remember, what you tell me is privileged. No, what was I going to say? No, it's just through referrals, word of mouth. People I've put away, I don't know.
Like, put away in jail or in the morgue?
No, in jail. No, I can't find those ones yet. I did a good job, no.
Back to serious. So, Jason, I won't say the rest of your name.
Yes.
So go on a bit about that drug case. Yeah. So what was it about it that's interesting? Because like, you've done a lot of drug cases.
I've done a lot of drug cases over the years, so...
What made that one so interesting?
Oh, look, I think really it's the prosecution evidence that makes it interesting. I think, it's, coming back to this side of the fence, it makes it easier to put holes in the prosecutor's case and going, well, you actually haven't done your job properly, or you're missing that crucial piece of evidence, so your actual case can't be made out, and I think getting that prosecution experience has really helped in that going, well, till you fill that gap, what are we doing here,
So would you say that like one of your selling points is because you've done both sides, you've been on both sides, so now that you're in defense, like you know even more ways to put holes in their case?
Absolutely, yeah. It's funny too because, when I was a prosecutor, I dealt with serious crime. So a lot of the people that I'm appearing against are people who I've either trained or, I know how they work. So it makes it a little bit easier. So I know whether they put in an effort, whether they're not, and the things that they're taught to look for.
Gotcha.
And so, I also know because of that what their weaknesses are in terms of the way they evaluate a case. And it does happen.
Have you come across any of your old colleagues on the defense side now?
You mean
Now that you're in the defense side, have you come across your old colleagues
Yes.
now prosecuting
Yes,
the cases
yes.
that now you're now defending?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's weird because you used to share an office next to them or see them in the breakout room or something like that, and then now, you're in court arguing. Well, we don't agree with what they say, and I object to that piece of evidence going up and things like that. So it has made it interesting. But I think the good thing about criminal law is that we're all very collegiate, meaning that we do our job, but it's not a personal feeling once the case is over because we are a very small
Keyword
group.
is once the case is over. So
Yes.
during the case, you feel it, but it's only after the case where you're like, nah, it's okay. We're friends again.
And that's what it is. You put yourself into your case to defend it as if you were the one, in trouble or you were the one answering the charges. That's the best way to defend someone. It brings that human element to it. It's not just about making money or, glory. It's actually you're dealing with someone's life. It's very important to ensure that their rights are upheld and their voice is heard. Everyone's entitled to a fair trial. Yeah.
That's true. Justice to all, right? Access to justice to all, right?
Yeah.